I'm telling the guys here that, Jamie Lee Curtis just sat down and she was crying because I just genuinely felt like she was in the moment and she's coming off of a really, really special luncheon. So for you two, what was the takeaway today, besides your brotherhood?
It was, well, we were all split up into different tables, which meant that we weren't swimming in our own little, pond, and it was nice to be able to just kind of mix it across. And it's funny how it works. You come across people, I must say hello, and I must say hello here, and then you meet somebody that you hadn't known but had admired. So there was a sense of camaraderie, no competition. It was a general. What?
Roger Deakins.
Is that who it is?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I know. Yeah, it's brilliant. So so there was no apples and oranges, no comparison, no judgment. It was all about just people really having a celebration for a year's good work and all that went with it.
What about you, Colin?
Same as that, and I think not by virtue of trying to hold on to any humility or anything like that, but you kind of feel like a bit of an insider-outsider. Insider because you're in the room and all that, and you're welcome to the party and you've got the invite and you've turned up, but an outsider because there's a lot of people in that room whose work I've loved ever since I was a child. Do you know what I mean? So you're seeing people, as I said, Roger Deakins just passed by you there, and Judd Hirsch, we were talking to and we met, and just a bunch of people.
Brian Tyree Henry,
Henry,
people in the same,
who I worked with in Widows a few years ago, and you see him now doing that in Causeway, and you just have a little giggle. Brilliant, you get a bit giddy, It's a little bit giddy.
Your kid side comes out again.
Totally, man, totally. Because it'll all be over in the blink of an eye. 3 weeks, it'll all be said and done, So it was just very supportive in there, and everyone just having a clap and a pat on the back, and it was lovely. Really
it was.
Really nice.
You didn't want to be separated on the movie. I know that was a situation I read in an interview because you guys, you're brothers essentially. So they try to separate you upstairs. Did you want to sit at the same table? Is that something that you could have talked to someone?
Yeah. Generally, I wouldn't be somebody who goes to great mixing occasions. Yeah. But when I do start talking, I can't stop. So it's one of the things. It's one of those things that. An enforced estrangement is a good thing because you have to get out of your comfort zone just a small bit, and then suddenly it all becomes where everybody, you genuinely seeing people that it's just lovely to get to know and to talk to or to see again. All that.
I felt a slight pinch of separation anxiety when I heard I wasn't going to be with any of the Banshees family at the table, but that lasted about 5 seconds, and then it was great. I was sitting with my sister Catherine, and I was talking to Odessa, who's part of Navalny, and had a great chat with her. It was just lovely, as you said yourself, you're forced to have a chat with everyone else and listen to people's stories, and it was lovely.
What does it say when half the cast is nominated for an Oscar?
When half the cast is nominated for an Oscar, like on this one?
Yeah, what does it say about this film and this beautiful project?
Well, it means it's travelled. The thing about it is, it's just thrilling for the whole Irish industry at home to feel, we can mix it with anybody worldwide. I mean, that of itself gives a huge fillip to what's going on at home. But other than that, it feels that the film itself has travelled. It's made an impact. Yeah. And so all that we thought about it going out into the world, really it's not a film until the audience is in the room. And the audiences have spread across the world. So, this is what we're trying to do with all this stuff.
I kind of thought, when I read it first, as much as I loved it, deeply, I kind of thought nobody's going to really, it's a tough sell, this, and it has found its way for whatever reasons.
Well, we just talking to Michael, the editor, for example. We were worried about, John Gregory, the editor, died just before we went into it, and he had worked with Martin a few times. So, one of the big things in the film that would meet with the momentum, because it's such a low-key story on the surface, isn't it? So momentum through the movie that to keep people engaged in it. And Michael came on, he's been nominated. And you're kind of thinking, the right people are getting nominated. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And it means the film is thrown out to a whole new millions of people who can engage with it or not, whatever way. But it couldn't have got a better shot. So it's fantastic.
Carter with this kind of score that's like a lullaby to the world's greatest nightmare. And it seems so simple, but it's not, and it just puts you right into the space that the film inhabits, and it goes deeper and deeper, and what starts off as kind of optimistic becomes pessimistic as a result of the marriage of the visuals and the sound that he created. It's extraordinary to see him as well. And
we get to share Martin as a director as well as a screenwriter. He's got a lot of attention as a screenwriter, and
it's great to see.
He's fantastic. I mean, every detail in that film is completely down to him and his collaborators in the various places. Ben Davis, who did cinematography and all that. So there's a unity to all of this. Yeah. And then when you see Martin nominated as a director,
it's great. it's delighted.
It's phenomenal.
I got a question for you. I'm a new dad. I got a 10-month-old.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Boy or girl?
Boy, named River. He's
River.
rocking my
Beautiful.
world right now. What's
Beautiful.
surprised you lately about fatherhood? What's rocked you lately about being a dad?
Oh, geez, I don't know. It rocks me all the time. I mean, it's the most extraordinary thing, and it defies any kind of explanation of experience. Or, geez, it's tough one, isn't it? Because, I mean, you find in yourself a strength and also a vulnerability that you might have been always suspicious was there, or is essentially part of the human condition. Can be part of the human condition if we allow our vulnerability and if we can access our strength. Well, I think children kind of put you straight into that place. So your life widens. You become stronger than you ever thought. You do anything to protect that child, and also more vulnerable. You can be hurt in places that if it was just you experiencing pain, the hurt wouldn't be as deep. But when it's your child, it goes somewhere else. That's within, the love lives within those kind of polarities, you know.
Yeah, thank you for
Congratulations.
that. Yeah,
man.
I appreciate
Delighted
that.
for you. What an adventure, though.
Thank you.
I got a new grandson.
Oh, let's go. Congratulations.
So we're all in it. We're in Tig.
And you were a school teacher before this.
I was. Well, I was acting as well, but it was as a way of... I liked school teaching to make a living with. I loved it, actually. But I acted not so much as a hobby, but I did love doing it on my own terms. I didn't really want to make a living out of it. And then I decided I should give this a shot. And I got a second life out of it.
We're glad you did.
Oh, thank you.
On your way out, I want to just give you this. It's a lucky golden headband for you, because the ladies in our newsroom, they love your headband, and they think that this could be the trick.
I do love a headband.
Yeah. Feel free.
What? Don't put it on.
You don't have to. Oh yeah.
Well, no. Where's my shorts? Where's my short shorts? That I'm always getting slagged about my short shorts.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, don't wear short shorts when your kid is over 3 or 4 years of age. Don't embarrass your child by wearing short shorts.